Hey guys, this is the video for the Varsity Winter Guard makeup application. Please make sure you're watching this with a parent or two or whoever is going to help you. You need to begin with having a washcloth, your paper towel. Make sure, because your costumes are white, this is so very important that you apply your makeup before you put your costume on. Remember, if you're going to order any of the Mary Kay products from me, you need to turn in your form tomorrow, which is Monday. It's at 40% off, which is no cost to me, so it's helping you out a good bit. Our model today is going to be Miss Whitaker, and we're going to start with step 1 on your sheet, so you may want to have your sheet available so you can refer back and forth while you watch this video. Alright, so step number 1 is cleansing, and the first thing you need to do is make sure all of your eye area is clean, especially if you have eye makeup already there. We're using the oil-free eye makeup remover, and it looks a little oily, but there's no oil there. And what you do to activate it is you shake it up, and then you're going to put a generous amount on a cotton pad. And what we're going to do is have Miss Whitaker hold this on her eye for about 10 seconds, and then she's going to lightly start taking off her eye makeup. She's going to do that on both eyes. Continuing with step number 1, you're going to cleanse your face now. We're using the Time-Wise Mary Kay cleanser. This is for combination to oily skin, and we are going to put a generous amount on Miss Whitaker's fingers. She is going to start by moving around in circular motions, and then we are going to get a wet washcloth and wash her face just how we normally would. Alright, step number 2 is your moisturizer. We are using the Time-Wise Age Fighting Moisturizer for combination to oily skin. We're going to put some on Miss Whitaker's fingers, and she is going to apply in circular motions all over her face. Step number 3 is foundation, and we are using the Cream to Powder foundation from Mary Kay for Miss Whitaker. This is also what you need to use, or something like it. Please don't make sure that you use, we don't want you to use a liquid, we want you to use something more solid like a cream. When you apply your foundation, you can do it with your fingertips or with a sponge. When I'm applying to someone else, I always use a sponge, but when I'm doing makeup on my own face, I always use my finger. So it's completely up to you. But I'm going to apply the foundation in a downward motion on Miss Whitaker. Always apply your foundation in a downward motion. And when we come back with you, we will see a finished product. So again, with the foundation, you want to make sure that you do blend up in your hairline, over in your ears, and down on your neck, even go partially down on your neck so that everything appears to be one color. With your foundation color, again on your handout, it does say that you need to try to match your skin tone as much as possible. Step 4 is your concealer. You want to try to match a concealer to your skin tone or get one shade lighter. Your first application of your concealer is going to be right below your eye, on into around your eye. And this is going to help your eye makeup, especially those of you in Varsity Guard. Your eye makeup is going to come down around this area, and it's going to help it stay and not smear so much. Then we're going to have her close her eye. And you want to go all up around the top of your eye as well. And I'm going to leave that just like that for a second. The next step after you do both of your eyes is you're going to go to your blemishes. Do one little dot on each blemish. And then you're just going to pat around that blemish to fade out and blend the color. The key word is blend, y'all. Alright, step number 5 is your pressed powder, which looks like this right here. And again, we're using the Mary Kay mineral powder. And basically you're going to get a generous amount on your very fluffy brush, and you're going to apply in downward strokes like so. Okay, step 6 is your eyeliner for the first time. Now that Miss Whitaker is all powdered up, we are going to apply just a rough line on her top eyelid. And this doesn't have to be the prettiest thing in the world, just a rough line on her top eyelid. fairly bold. Again, it doesn't have to be the prettiest thing. Step number 7 is your eye color. Your eye color is Iris. Looks like this in the Mary Kay product. It is a matte, not sparkly, purpley, smoky color. It has a little bit of sheen to it, but it is not considered a sparkle color in Mary Kay. What you're going to do is you're going to brush your eye brush significantly over. That was about 3 times. And then what you're going to do, and she just got a little bit of eye makeup there, which is not a big deal. You're going to basically over the eyelid make this very opaque, which means you cannot see through it, like so. And now I'm just blotting the color on. Alright, I'm going to have her open her eye now. And now I'm going to do the same thing under her eye. And I'm going to blot a generous amount of color on right under her eye. Like so. When we come back, we'll have the other eye finished. Still on number 7, which is your eye color. If you look at Miss Whitaker's eyes, this is the harsh, intense version of the eyes. This is what your eyes should begin to look like. That's not the finished product, but that's both eyes, harsh and intense. Then we're going to have her close this eye. And actually what you need to do is take a paper towel and get all that purple color off your brush and just smear it off your brush so that now you have a clean brush. Now you're going to drag the color up and over and just shimmy it to blend it up and out all the way to your brow. You want to come around a little bit, and then we're going to have her open her eye and blend this downward. Like so. You want to go into the crease. You may want to look over this way. There you go. And that's one eye blended. And look straight at the camera for us and close your eye. And actually this is going to be even more intense. I'm going to intensify this even more when we come back. So that you basically have a circle around your eye, and I'm kind of going around that circle right now to where it's blended out to. And again, afterwards, if you'll close your eye again, you want to go over your lid and get that as opaque as possible. Step number 8 is your eyeliner for the last time. Again, this is black. We love the Mary Kay eyeliners because they spiral up. You don't have to have a pencil sharpener to sharpen anything. They're nice and creamy, and they're waterproof. So basically now what we're going to do is we're going to go over the line that we made before. And this is going to be a pretty bold line. And I'm just going to kind of leave that as is and make it bolder on the break. She's going to open her eye, and we're going to make a pretty bold line under her eye as well. When we come back, we'll show you what one eye looks like done and what another eye looks like with no eyeliner on. Okay, so still on number 8, we just wanted to show you what the eye looks like with the eyeliner on, and if you'll close your eye, they can see how thick and deep the color needs to be, and if you'll open your eye, and if we'll back away just a little bit, we can compare the 2 eyes, what the eyeliner actually does to the 2 eyes. So when we come back, we'll have the 2 eyes done with both eyeliner. Alright, step number 8 are your eyebrows. And the first thing you need to do is, if mom will allow you to, is to either get them waxed or just have somebody pluck them so that you get a nice pretty eyebrow. But what we want to do to accentuate your eyebrows and to bring your eye out even more is I'm just basically using an eyeliner to color in her eyebrows. Just very lightly color it in, using the same color as her eyebrows and as her hair. I'm going to go to the other one, and I will finish the other one in a second. The finishing touch to the eyebrow is to use your eyebrow brush, which looks like this, and basically you just blend the color into the eyebrow. Step number 9 is your mascara. You need to apply 3 to 4 coats on your upper mascara. When you are applying your mascara, you want to make sure, first of all, that you don't pump the mascara, because that is bad and will, first of all, make your mascara not live long, and will put bacteria back in the tube. When you are applying mascara to your upper lashes, you do want to do this kind of movement. When you are applying mascara to your lower lashes, you want to get right up on the bottom lashes and basically just shimmy back and forth, and I promise the color will go on. When you are applying mascara to your lower lashes, you don't want to do and make this kind of motion. You need about 3 or 4 coats on your upper lashes, 2 to 3 coats on your lower lashes, and it needs to be waterproof mascara. Step number 10 is your cheek color. Before you apply your cheek color, you want to take your big powder brush and just swoop down and make sure that you are applying even more pressed powder just to set everything. Make sure you don't go over your eyes too much after you've worked so hard to blend. And you're ready to go. Now our cheek color for this year, we're actually using an eye color, and it's called Granite. And it's kind of a grayish brown color from Mary Kay. What you need to do is you need to get a blush brush that is solely used with this color. So if you are a normal makeup wearer and you probably wear something like a red or a pink or a peach or salmon or whatever on your cheeks, this doesn't need to be pinky gray. It doesn't need to be red gray. You need a completely different brush that you're only going to use for this gray, because we want to only see the gray color. The first step is going to be that you're going to swoop, and obviously I'm just using the sample. You're going to swoop over the eye color, because like I said, this is an eye color and not necessarily a blush color or a cheek color. You're going to get a significant amount on your brush. Then you're going to take your index card. You're going to go from the top of your ear to your top of your mouth, the corner of your mouth to the top of your ear. You're going to make a harsh line right there. Harsh line right there. When we come back with you, we'll show you exactly what that looks like. Alright, so again, you need to hold your index card or whatever you're holding. This is actually the back side of a mirror. Something very hard and very flat, way up against your cheek, because you don't want any other color to fall down in between the cracks. So that when you remove it, you have a harsh line right here. The next step is actually going to be to blend everything on top of that, above it, upward. Okay, you're going to perform with that harsh line right there. We may soften it up a little bit for you, but for the most part, it's going to be a fairly harsh line. And that's about it. We'll come back when we have the other side finished. Alright, step number 11 is your last step, and your last step consists of putting foundation or concealer on your lips. We're not using any kind of lipstick or lip gloss. In this case, we're going to use concealer, and I'm going to give her a little bit on her finger. Let's get a little bit more. And she's going to apply it herself. And what I'm going to go in and do, okay, you can stop right there. What I'm going to go in and do is just blend it. You can open a little bit. There you go. Basically what you want to do is just blend it into your skin tone, so that not necessarily it doesn't look like you have lips, but your lips just need to be skin tone color or flesh color. We have pretty bold eyes and pretty bold contours on our cheeks, and if you're wondering why we did our cheeks this way, this just simply contours your cheeks to make it look very sunken in. The idea is that your cheeks and your eyes need to look very sunken in. So this is the final product of the Varsity Winter Guard makeup.